Welcome back to Mohegan Sun Arena. It's time for our main event. Chordale Booker, Brian Chaves, 10 rounds in the middleweight division. Let's send it up to Margaret Cresta for the official introductions.
She's ready, Rick. Here she goes. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way into the ring, hiding out of the blue corner, welcome Brian Elacate Chaves!
And here comes Brian Chaves, 14-4, 5 of those wins by knockout, coming in all the way from Buenos Aires, Argentina. 6-foot southpaw, 32 years of age, definitely a tricky fighter, someone to look out for. It's been a while since he's fought. It's been his first fight since August, so almost a year. You're talking 10 months. And the last time he was in the ring was his first fight on U.S. soil, and he took the loss by first-round knockout against Vaughn Alexander, one of the top middleweights in the United States. So he's got some tough sledding coming back into the ring after that long of a layoff against Chordale Booker. It's going to be a tough one. He's trying to get that first dub in a while. It's been a little bit for him. He's had 3 consecutive losses, but again, it's a fighter who's at one point 11-0 when he was starting his career at the age of 22. So he had a young early start, got off to a real fast start. Some of that competition ramped up a bit, and I think it was a little bit tougher sledding for him. And obviously, you know what he's in line for against Chordale Booker. It's going to be a tough one. We'll see what Chaves brings to the table.
We haven't had a lefty win yet. Maybe he'd be the first.
Making his way into the ring, hiding out of the red corner, welcome Chordale, the Gift Booker!
And for Chordale Booker, the Gift coming in at 22-1, 10 of those wins by knockout, and a lot of those have come recently, Ray, as you and I mentioned during the Open. In fact, in his last 5 fights, he's had 3 wins by knockout, so a pretty good percentage of his total coming of late. And now he's ramping back up to middleweight. It's been a while since he's fought at middleweight, only his second fight at 160 pounds over the last 3 years. He'd really been campaigning at 154. He was scheduled to fight Greg Vendetti at 154 in February. He missed weight for that fight, and after beating Vendetti, decided at that point maybe it's time to go up to 160. You and I talked about how that may translate going forward. Well, we're going to find out. Tonight's the first step.
Everyone thinks it's better to move up until they move up.
Chordale Booker got some elite training for this fight. He spent some time back and forth in Philadelphia training with Duran Bootsinas, one of the tougher fighters in his weight class. And eventually, at some point, Booker has said that he wants to avenge his only career loss. That was against Austin Williams, a first-round knockout loss. It set him back a bit, but he has been making a pretty good climb here. And tonight, he appears at Mohegan Sun Arena for the 6th time in his last 7 fights. We'll see what he brings to the table here against Brian Chaves. Let's send it up to Margaret Cresta.
Mohegan Sun, this is our main event of the evening! Bouts are regulated by the Mohegan Tribe of Athletic Regulation. Chairman James Gessner, Chief of the Mohegan Tribe, Lynn Malerba, supervising ringside is Michael Mazzulli. This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds in the middleweight division. Your referee in charge of the action inside the ring is Ricky Gonzalez. And your judges scoring the bout ringside are Waleska Roland, Anthony Maiolino, and Tom Schreck. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the orange and black trunks, weighing 160 pounds, with a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses, with 5 wins, coming from way of knockout from Argentina. Welcome, Brian El Elegante Chaves. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the camo trunks, weighing 160.5 pounds, with a professional record of 22 wins, 1 defeat, 10 knockouts, from nearby Stamford, Connecticut. Welcome, Chordale, the Gift Booker!
Gentlemen, you received instructions in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times and obey my commands at all times. Touch them up.
It's time for our main event here at Mohegan Sun Championship Jackpot. Michael Parenti and Sucro Ray Oliveira. We've been bringing you this action all night from ringside here, and it's about time for this 10-round showdown. Cordale Booker from Stanford looking for victory number 23 against Brian Damian Chaves. Comes in at 14-4 from Argentina. 2 southpaws going toe-to-toe here, Ray. And again, a big opportunity for Booker, just trying to keep the train moving, so to speak.
I love what Booker T been. I call him Booker T. he's been doing his last couple of fights. You know, he's been looking stronger, better, more active with his punches. In the beginning, you know, when I first saw him, I thought he was more of a defensive fighter. He showed me that now he's got some deep offense now with that defense.
You know, Booker had a pretty good assessment of Chaves. Said, "Hey, listen, I've had 137 amateur fights. This doesn't look like anything I haven't seen before." You know, and that's true in a lot of cases for Booker. He's been down that road so many times between all the amateur fights, and now you factor in 23 pro fights. It's a lot of experience in the ring. It's going to be very hard for somebody to come in there and give him a look that he hasn't seen.
I said to you all the time, you know, what am I supposed to do? He's not going to do nothing you ain't never seen before. If you got a bunch of amateur fights and, you know, all the sparring you did, it's nothing different in there. If you got 2 arms and 2 legs and 1 head, it's not an alien.
Booker using that right jab to kind of start things off, and then a couple of good left hooks. Nice little left hook to the body there against Chaves.
Booker's usually on the defensive part. Today, the way he's coming on the offensive part, showing myself and everybody else that this is a better weight for me. I like this weight.
Yeah, sometimes you jump up in weight and more power comes with that, and sometimes you have to do that because the opponents are just bigger. And that may be the case as Booker gets further down the road if he continues at 160. Chances are he will. He's 33, and you know, Ray, it's tougher as you get older to stay in one weight class.
Saying I'm fat.
Booker flipping that jab and working the right hook to the body.
He's definitely letting those hands go today.
Yeah. No, it's more than we've seen in the past. You know, I think he had been more of a pace setter and trying to establish a rhythm early in fights, but tonight he's coming in here and, again, 2-3 jabs and then just working that hook to the body. It's been a good weapon early on for Booker. And this one's scheduled for 10. 30 seconds to go here in round 1. For Chaves, trying to get back in the win column.
Chavez is a game fighter. He's coming in also with his punch, letting them hands go.
That's the thing. You know, you come into what is, in theory, Booker's backyard. To try to outbox him is going to be tough. That's going to be an uphill battle. So I think he knows, Chaves, that he's going to have to let his hands go and
If you want to beat
try to catch him.
If you want to beat him, you got to take that.
You gotta take
I'm not
that.
going to give
Yeah.
it to you.
One round of the
Not gonna
books.
give it to you.
So good pace early for Booker, aggressive, but also patient. And
I like to see Booker stay at that pace. You know, keep the aggression. You're the fighter on Book that should be winning this fight. Why box? Come after that fighter. Let your hands go, and take the one like you're supposed to take it. Don't sit back and think we're going to give it to you.
And I would expect, you know, at some point, could be round 2, could be round 3 if it goes that far, that Booker will really pick things up at a certain point once he sees what he needs to see in there after that first round, right?
I noticed that from him. When he sees he's in control, he picks it up better. Which everyone does it, you know.
Sure.
I see I'm in control, I'm going to pick it up more. You know, he saw that first round, you know. He picked up the pace. He's pick it up even more now.
And Booker is, by nature, a very confident fighter, as he should be at 22-1. So it's not a matter of having to establish any confidence. But again, it's just the comfortability of going in there with somebody that you, even though you've seen him and suggest that he doesn't give you anything you haven't seen before, you just need to see it for yourself before you start to really put the foot on the pedal. We'll see if Booker does that, if it starts now or if it starts in another round. But Chaves will have to be ready for it and be able to adjust.
See the difference how these guys, they get inside and they're working themselves. They're not holding and causing Rick to get in and break it.
Yeah, it took a few seconds before Gonzalez had to do it. He was giving them a chance to fight out of it, and they were at first doing that. And you're right. It's been a contrast to some of the other fights we saw tonight. It seemed like guys would tangle up and just sort of stay there and not really give the effort to try to break out of it.
I tell the guys in my gym, stop hugging him. It's not your girlfriend.
Round 2 of a scheduled 10-round bout. Chordale Booker in the green trunks. Brian Chaves in the orange and black. Nice little exchange by both fighters. Once again, we thank you for joining us tonight on Swerve Combat, kicking off your Father's Day weekend with us. It's been a full day of boxing from the amateur Jimmy Birchfield Classic to tonight's 11-fight pro card. We join you for the final 7. We've seen a lot of big-ticket fights tonight, and this one perhaps could live up to the billing as well.
Chef is definitely not going to be easy to knock out or stop. You know, he's got a great record himself: 14 wins, 4 losses, 5 KOs. Has he been knocked out?
He has. In fact, each of his losses have been by knockout. And there's a shot there by Booker. Looks like almost buckled Chavez's knees.
As soon as I say it,
just as you mentioned
he does it.
And Chaves in a little bit of trouble here in the final minute of round 2. Most recently, he suffered a first-round knockout loss to Vaughn Alexander. That was in October of 2023. Oh, down goes Chaves. So tasting the canvas early in this one. Booker just so patient in putting his punches together. Chaves claiming that perhaps it was to the back of the head, but those all look clean from this angle.
That was a sharp little right hook.
22 seconds to go in round 2. You can just tell Booker's confident here. Doesn't really feel any threat whatsoever as he lands another exchange. And down goes Chaves, perhaps for the final time. And he pops up quickly.
5 seconds left.
And Chaves steps forward. Ricky Gonzalez sees what he needs to see. And there is the final bell. So a big round for Chordale Booker, who scores 2 knockdowns. Big 10-7 round. We'll see how much longer Chaves can hold and stay with that pace. Don't go anywhere. More to come on Swerve Combat TV. Welcome back to Mohegan Sun Arena, your main event of Championship Jackpot. Chordale Booker in the green trunks taking on Brian Chaves in the the orange and black. Two big knockdowns in round two for Booker, Ray, and I just think Booker looks so calm and collected in there. It looks like he has a game plan, he's just sticking with it.
Booker's very calm, collective. He's not that kind of guy to rush anything. Both knockdowns were one punch knockdowns. They weren't combination punches. So Booker knows he doesn't have to put in combinations. Just keep doing what he's doing. Hard shots will just get him out of here.
It looks like Booker may be trying to set up for exactly that. A little showmanship there by Chordale. Nice work to the body by Booker. Trying to wear down Chaves again. He had him pretty tough at the end of that second round. I think just ran out of time. Time for once was on Chaves' side in that case, as he survived the final bell for the second round. But Booker trying to apply some pressure here early in round three. Make this a short night.
It's calm aggression, though. It's calm aggression.
A little show of gamesmanship there. Little fighters touch gloves. Chaves trying to flip that jab. Do a little bit here to keep Booker at bay. Ooh.
Booker's trying to con him in for the check.
Yeah.
Look.
It's kind of the style you see here. Two southpaws going at it. Don't get to see a lot of that too often.
No. Nobody wants to fight a southpaw.
They have to fight each other. Yeah. 1 minute to go here in round three. Again, this one's scheduled for 10. Your main event on Swerve Combat TV. Chordale Booker trying to aim for win number 23. He's up big early on the cards. Had a 10-7 round in round two with 2 knockdowns in the closing minute. Now trying to work the body again against Chaves. Nice body shot. Big uppercut. He's got Chaves wobbly. And another overhand left. Wobbles Chaves again.
Don't break that right hook.
Chaves on thin ice. We'll see if Booker can close this one out in round three. Booker doesn't seem to be in a big hurry, and if anything,
he's not in the pace trying.
Yeah, maybe looking for that one shot, and he's
trying to look for some rounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, another big overhand left.
Yeah.
Chaves down again.
Can he find his leg?
And we'll see if Gonzalez lets this continue. I'm not really seeing the point here of letting this go any further. I don't think Chaves, with all due respect, has much of a chance as the bell for round number 3 ends, and you see Chaves' corner kind of looking back at some of the officials, wondering if this may be it. Yeah. We'll see if Booker, or rather Chaves, even gets off the stool for round number 4. Again, I don't really see the purpose here. Booker is having his way with him. He's toying with Chaves at this point, and that's going to do it. But Ricky Gonzalez wisely waving it off here between rounds 3 and 4. It's going to go down as another knockout victory for Chordale Booker. That's going to be his 4th knockout, Ray, in his last 6 fights. Very solid effort by Booker, who, again, just took his time and found the opening, and he executed.
Took his time, throwing those sharp right hooks, sharp overhand left, dropping it. As you can see in the replay here, he's rolling with his shoulders.
Yeah.
Just one shot, he just turned the punches right.
Yeah, so overhand right, little hook on the way down, and that was the 3rd knockdown, I believe. And again, just 1-2 punch combos. That left hand stunned him there. He landed an uppercut later in the round that hurt him. And Chaves was pretty wobbly midway through round 3, and eventually Booker got him out of there.
Now he's going to go back to the gym and say, see, I should have moved up a long time ago.
So maybe perhaps Chordale Booker finding a home at 160 pounds. He found one here tonight. It ends up being win number 23. So Booker is on a roll. Another victory here in our main event of Championship Jackpot. And with that, he did exactly what he needed to do and got it done almost with ease. Let's send it up to Margaret Cresta with the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 3, your winner by TKO, Chordale,
So there it is, Chordale Booker with the knockout victory at the end of round number 3 to improve to 23-1. Career knockout number 11 and the 4th knockout in his last 6 fights. Let's send it up to Ray Oliveira, who has our winner, Chordale Booker.
So Booker, great win today. How did it feel moving up in weight? Something you always wanted to do?
Yeah, I feel good.
You look good. Those one-punch combinations looking real good. They're dancing in there and everything.
Man, it's good. It's good to have you in here, always calling the fight. So thank you for that.
No, I appreciate it.
But yeah, I feel good. Coming 160 is my new home right now because I can't keep making 154. It was getting a little hard, and I feel like I was losing something in my performances. So that's why I came out today and stepped on the gas. You know, you usually call me the patient fighter. I came out today and just wanted to show that this guy don't belong in the ring with me, and I want guys in the top 10.
You belong in the top 10, my man.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the top 10.
Definitely. Yeah. What we say about Booker T, let's give him a round of applause, everybody.
Thank you guys. I want to thank Birchfield. Thank you, CES. Mandy, happy birthday. Thank you, everybody, for coming out always, supporting me at Mohegan Sun. You guys make this feel like home. Thank you.
Don't forget happy birthday.
Happy
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day.
There you go. Thank you, my man. Take care.
So there it is. Chordale Booker says there is his new home at 160 pounds, and he felt that cutting constantly to 154 was affecting his performance. Tonight, Booker went in there comfortable, calm, and executed the game plan. And he had mentioned to Ray Oliveira during the post-fight interview that we have constantly referred to him as a patient fighter, but tonight he wanted to make a point, and he did just that.
Yes, he did.
He heard your broadcast, Ray, not me. Calling him too patient, but he went out there tonight, and he wasn't patient whatsoever, even though he wasn't exactly, I would say overzealous. He had a game plan, right? And you can be aggressive without looking out of control and wild, and I think that's what Chordale Booker did tonight. He had a purpose. He established a pace early on and just made it work. So big victory for Chordale Booker tonight, improving to 23-1. And Ray, just to kind of recap things quickly tonight, Mike Kimball got a big victory. Yes. You saw Angel Gonzalez, the new flyweight NABF champion. But I want to go back before we wrap things up to Jamie Hurricane Clampett and just kind of give her proverbial flowers one last time. You know,
yes,
a brilliant career, a 4-time world champion, already a Hall of Famer, and she went in there with so much effort tonight. It didn't work out for her in the end against the younger, stronger Candy Wyatt. But one more parting shot from you, Ray, because you've been part of Clampett's career in the past, and she's fought on the same undercard as you. Just kind of give us that perspective again of what Jamie Clampett has meant to women's boxing.
You know, I remember seeing her when she first came, and she was sparring with Jason Pyers, and I was like, she was beating him up. She was literally beating him up. People mad at me saying this, but yeah, she was beating him up. I said, this girl, this young lady, not girl, this boxer, is going to be something, and she's something. And today she showed it. She gave her all. Yes, she lost. Let's say with the stoppage, but you know what? She showed the heart of a champion. She didn't stop. She kept coming, and at the end of the fight, she was still smiling.
Now it took Clampett's towel corner to throw in the towel for her to quit fighting tonight, and it's obviously not how she wanted to go out. But a brilliant career, and I know Ray and you and I speak for a lot of people who are just thrilled to have watched her fight. It was a great night of boxing all around. Got a new NABF champion. Chordale Booker gets another victory. An all-around success here at Championship Jackpot. For Suka Ray Oliveira, I'm Michael Parenti. Happy Father's Day. We'll see you next time at the fights.